What is going on? Welcome to another Beyond Plug and Play video. I am your host, Logic Motion. It is February 20th, and today we have some gaming slash streaming news. So let's get into it. So Twitch made an announcement saying we're implementing a 100-hour storage limit for highlights and uploads starting on April 19th. This won't apply to past broadcasts, VODs, or clips. Less than 0.5% of streamers exceed 100 hours, and this content accounts for 0.1 percentage of hours watched. Users will be notified. And so they go into more detail in the post in this image, basically saying the new limit will go into effect April 19th, 2025. So pretty soon here, you have 2 months essentially. So unpublished and published highlights and uploads count towards one single 100-hour storage limit. Okay, and so I wanted to get into this specific pin detail, which is why highlights haven't been effective for viewer discovery and account for less than 0.1 percentage of hours watched on Twitch. Managing storage costs help us invest in better viewer engagement tools like clips and mobile feed. And so when I read highlights haven't been effective, it's because of Twitch. You need to push highlights. They're not just gonna be effective, right? There just needs to be a better way to engage with highlights on someone's channel, because it's you own the website. You need to push those, just like you push clips after another clip from some random streamer. You need to push highlights after clips maybe. So the reason highlights aren't effective is because of Twitch. But at the same time, like, I get it. Twitch isn't profitable like YouTube, right? They're not making money off Twitch. So they had to do something to cut costs. So and this ended up being what got cut. Not a lot of people are going on Twitch to watch like edited video content, right? And Twitch isn't really pushing that content out there anyway, like in a way that you get recommended videos on YouTube. And while Twitch is owned by Amazon, Amazon doesn't support Twitch like Google or Alphabet supports YouTube. And then there's so many things that you have to like take in context too. Like everyone is streaming, uploading to Twitch. Everyone is highlighting, uploading their VODs to Twitch or whatever, or highlighting clips or whatever. So it gets really expensive on storage, right? And like I said, Twitch isn't profitable. They're not making a ton of money, or if any money at all. So to have that every single day piling up, having to fill up their servers, like it can get really, really expensive. So I understand them wanting to have a limit on the amount that you can upload and a limit on the amount that you can highlight. It just makes sense for Twitch. I'm not mad at it. Like, I get it, but I don't like the highlights haven't been effective. The only reason highlights haven't been effective is because you don't care about highlights. Because if you did, you would push them and they would be effective. It's your website. Come on. Okay. And I get the frustration. A lot of people are actually really upset at this. I saw a thread below with speedrunners and then tournament organizers. Like, there are a lot of people where history could be lost because all that is uploaded on their Twitch channel, because a lot of those events are run live. And so they just kind of keep the upload the VOD there of like 2022 or 2023, like so-and-so event is stored there as a highlight or as a upload on Twitch. And I think the only real way to circumvent this is that those people that are in a higher echelon, or they have more viewers or whatever, or they're just bigger than your ordinary streamer, those guys need to get special priority in order to either, instead of getting a 100-hour limit, maybe they get like a 1,000-hour limit, just because they provide so much back to Twitch itself. Like, they're making a bunch of money for Twitch versus like your regular streamer, right? So it only makes sense for them to have a higher upload limit or whatever. So that's one thing that I would say is probably something that they should do. I don't know if people would agree with that. I just think if you're organizing an event, or you're a streamer that is pulling in like thousands and thousands of viewers and you're pulling in tons of money, you probably deserve a little bit more of upload storage. I know it sounds like, oh, you're just prioritizing the big guys, but it just makes sense. They're bringing in more money for the company. It just makes more sense. But at the same time, like, I get this change. They're cutting costs. There's probably going to be a lot of moves that Twitch makes like over time. That's basically just going to change the landscape of Twitch. So, and this is one of them. I don't think this will affect your everyday streamer already, that most streamers don't even upload as is, right? I know this will probably kick some people in gear to start uploading some not lost archives, but so their content doesn't end up as a lost archive or lost media. But I mean, we're probably, like I said, we're probably going to see more of this with more things. Maybe the Twitch Prime will change, but I get it. They got to cut costs somewhere. Twitch, as much as we'd like to believe, they're not as big as YouTube. Obviously, for streaming and stuff, like they are, people love streaming on Twitch, but just like as a whole, as an entity, like YouTube is just so much bigger. It can host all these videos and be completely fine. Twitch, on the other hand, is they got to find some way around that. And like I said earlier, I don't like the excuse of highlights haven't been effective. You haven't made highlights effective, so that's on them. I wish they would have, instead of saying that, just honestly, just say anything else, because it is your website, right? And you could have been pushing highlights. So that, I don't know, that one doesn't really sit right with me. But yeah, no, I wanted to talk about this because I feel like if you're a streamer or anything, it's important, and people need to know this. And maybe not everybody knows. I feel like most streamers are very online, very social media brained, so they've probably got this information. But even then, it's still a cool talking point. The big thing about this is that they gave a 2-month notice, right? And it seems like it's a lot, but if your channel has like over thousands of uploads or thousands of highlights, or even those two combined, it's going to be rough. Like you're going to have to like average like 10, 20 videos a day, right? And I don't know if there's going to be a, just like, you can just select all the options and export them to YouTube just like that. Some people might not want to do that. Some people might want to download them and then export them to YouTube. I don't know. Just because I know there's issues on Twitch, at least back in the day, there was issues on Twitch just exporting it over to YouTube from the website. You would lose some quality. And so I don't know if that's going to be the case. That might be the easiest way moving forward. But I mean, 2 months is crazy. And I know some of these tournament hosters, some of these speedrunners, like, even if you had like a full team of people doing this is going to be work. This is going to be work. Get in there, 2 months, like 50 videos a day, just depending on how many videos are on the channel. Like, I mean, if you take a look, like if someone has, let's just say someone has like 1,500 videos, they would have to average 25 videos a day starting now. Every single day they have to do 25 videos. So it can get crazy. It can get crazy. And I'm sure there's channels out there where people have 6,000, 3,000, whatever videos, because like some people have been here since the beginning, you know, and some people have been fairly consistent. So, and that's unfortunate. I don't know how some people are going to deal with that, because that's a lot of work and that's a lot of time. Not people have all that time to sit there on their computer. And then you got to think about it too. If they're downloading it, that's a lot of storage. Obviously you can download, upload, delete, download, upload, delete. But like I said, that's so much work. Just thinking about it now is just, that is work. And even if you're not editing it or doing anything to it, like it's going to take a while. Anyway, I thought this was a cool talking point. I usually don't talk about Twitch or anything like that, but I mean, Twitch is gaming, streaming, gaming news. It's here. It's here. So let me know what you think about Twitch's new 100-hour highlight upload storage limit. I'm probably going to get some flack, but I feel like it's okay. I know, I feel like tournament, like I think I said it earlier, tournament hosters and like speedrunners, big channels deserve to get some type of expanded, like maybe 200 hour, 300 hour, 1,000 hour. They deserve that, especially if you're pulling in a specific amount of numbers. I don't want to say all partners in general, because all partners aren't like equal, obviously, but I feel like if you're pulling in a certain amount of views, a certain amount of money or whatever for the website, you should get more. But what do you think of this change? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? I personally get it. I understand it. I might not necessarily agree with it, but I get it. They're trying to cut costs. The website isn't profitable. You've heard that for so long, that Twitch isn't profitable, and they're trying to find a way to make it profitable. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. Give me a thumbs up if you thought this video was great. Give it a thumbs down if you're like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing making videos? Anyway, thank you if you made it this far into the video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.